What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back here with another video, and today we're going against Arctic in Cosmic Crucible, the bonus week 6 that no one wanted. Round 1, rocking 185 million TCP, so he's got some very different things on defense, and I do have a plan, but Lord knows what happens when I have a plan and one thing goes wrong. It falls apart and I drop 9 fights. So if you're ready for the fun, let's get into it. All right, coming into room number 6, we've got HAVOC, Superior 6, Mysterio, and Vulture here. So we've got Mysterio to stop the immunity from Liberty, and then we've got Vulture here to put a very quick slow on Odin so that my Apocalypse will go before Odin, and I can get a nice punchy on Odin pretty quickly. So in my head, this works. On paper, I'm sure, or on paper it works. In the game, I'm sure it won't work. I probably didn't account for anything. So let's see what we've got here. It should be okay, hopefully. Hopefully should be, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Unless I DC. Okay, we're good. I didn't disconnect. We're good. So Vulture gets a bunch of turn meter, so I do get to go very quickly because of all the heroes here. So we're going to put a special over here. We did get a slow on Odin, which is awesome. And then there's the Joaquin ult. So we should have Green Goblin Classic going relatively soon here. Hopefully it's now-ish. Nope, we still have Sharon taking some turns. All right, Green Goblin should be going relatively soon. Okay, so he did clear the slow, but we do have APOC with a speed up, so we might be okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. APOC might be able to go before Odin here, which that's all I really need. We might be okay. Okay, APOC's going. We're fine. So let's ult here. We'll still get the turn meter. Cool. And then, as long as Odin dies here, this is good. So, Lord have mercy on my tiny soul. Are you kidding me? Wow, he lived with 1 health? That's highly unfortunate. Well, let's rethink this team, I suppose. Coming back in, we're dropping Vulture because Liberty gains speed up on my first turn, so I actually don't want to go super fast. So I'm going to use Oath here to give me 5% turn meter. Also, Oath is another big character, also with a exposed mechanic that'll do a lot of damage and hopefully help me take out Odin a little bit better here. And then we also put Spider Slayer in here for offense up on spawn. So let's see what we've got here and see if the turn meter ends up working out for me. I have no idea. Again, I didn't account for something in the last fight, so I probably won't account for something in this fight too. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Green Goblin's going first, which is great. So I should flip everything here as long as they don't block it, which will help me out greatly. So they get turn meter rewind as well, which helps me out a bunch. We are going to have to basic here with Oath because of the ability block going out because I used the Green Goblin Classic ult. Honestly, Spider Slayer might be able to get the kill here. Or should I delete somebody else? What are we thinking here? Gents? What are we thinking here? We want to delete somebody else, or are we going to try to delete Odin? There's no way this deletes Odin. Maybe we kill, like, Joaquin or Peggy or the guy with speed up. You know what? Let's kill the guy with speed up. Or at least flip the speed up to slow so he doesn't give turn meter and stuff like that. All right, so APOC is going. He is also going to stun Odin here because there's going to be the charge mechanic. So you can stun Odin with the passive there, which is really funny. So later, Odin. Cool. That worked out great. Let's get an ability block on Peggy here and get a blind on everybody so we don't have any stupid things happening. We did not get a blind on Cap Sam, so let's make sure we're killing him. He can also give turn meter through the blind, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. We'll special here and most likely kill Cap Sam with the striker attack. So this worked out really well. We just had the little mess up with Vulture there, actually going too fast and making sure they got speed up really quickly. So this worked really well, actually. This worked really well. I will take it. That worked pretty great. Let's get the next room. All right, coming into room number 4, we're going to do Cabal, Kang, and Titania going against an Orcus with new Emma here. So new Emma is obviously there to stop the Man-Thing passive to make Night Stalkers not work as well here. But should be pretty straightforward with Cabal because Kang is going to go really quickly. Titania is going to go really quickly and get a speed up put out there on them. And then we should be good to go. There's also no Lady Deathstrike here, which is also great. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to get the ult here, which is a crit. Amazing. And it can't be blocked as well, so we don't have issues of that. So now Kang's going to get to go here and clear some speed up off them, which helps me out greatly. And then we're going to do the special. We did not clear the speed up off of Nimrod, which might cause problems. And when I say might, it's most likely going to. Unless Kang gets to go again, which he is, which is perfect. So Kang's going to get an ult here, which is going to get a nice rewind. We'll also get a striker attack on Nimrod to make sure he's taking some damage. And then we're going to get a special on Nimrod here and make sure the assist ends up hitting him. So he bites the dust and dies. And then we're going to go on Omega Sentinel here because we want her to die. Hopefully she does not revive and she ends up dying. She did not. Amazing. Let's go here on Sentinel because he has the biggest health bar, and this will for sure get a kill. And then Kang's going to go again, and Emma is going to die, and then the next attack hits Scientist Supreme, and it's done. All right, let's get in the next room. That worked great. Going into room 3, we've got a bad idea. We're going to try the new and improved Starjammers going against BK, 3-piece Annihilators, and Super Skrull. So the changes for Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck no longer stops the speed bar stoppage after his first turn. He keeps it for the entire match now. Lalandra reduces Safeguard as well. HAVOC removes taunt, charges, and all positive effects with his ultimate. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't get resisted from Black Knight. I have a 4-4 HAVOC. I did put Purple Skirmisher on him as well. 5-5 Lalandra now. 4-4 Howard the Duck. And then maxed out Groot and Rocket. So let's see how this works. It's also room 3. I probably said that. Maybe I didn't. So we do get to ult right away. HAVOC, I need you to do something here, buddy. I know it's a Black Knight. I know he's got defense up. I know he's who he is, but you have new stats. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Take the charges off. Come on. He actually did. Holy hell. I did not think that was going to work, if I'm going to be honest with you. All right, well, let's ult here and do some big boy damage. I really did not think that was going to work, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it did, so I'll take it. Black Knight just died immediately. Lalandra's going to take some positive effects off them. She's definitely not hitting anywhere near as hard as we saw in the tournament, which, duh. We're going to special here and start working on... probably start working on Thanos here because he can reduce my positive effects and all that stuff, but he's ability blocked, so that's great. Super Skrull is going to ult, but I have defense up, so that should be good. We also have the Gladiator coming in as well, who still almost got one shot, which is pretty hilarious. We got a rewind on Lalandra there, so not the best, but that's okay. Let's get a rewind and make sure Super Skrull doesn't go here. Cool. And then let's get a trauma stun on Super Skrull so he doesn't do anything. Oh, that got resisted. That's cool. That's cool. I guess he did have offense down, but still, that was kind of shocking. All right, let's start working on Super Skrull here to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. I don't want that to happen. We're ability blocked on some really important characters here, but not this one, and this is a rebound chain, and this will put defense down. So this is going to be good. All right, Super Skrull's dead now. There goes all the trauma and stuff, which is awesome. Now I have immunity as well, so we should be good. You're just going to basic again. Who cares? And now Gladiator's going to get a taunt up. No, he's going to special. That's right. So we're good. Yeah, we're fine. All right, well, this worked actually pretty well. I will take it. Let's see how this nuke goes. Hey, do you want to kill him? No, didn't think so. All right, let's special here. Why? I don't know, because I wanted to. Hit everybody. Special's going to hit everybody, so let's do that for more damage. Cool. Ult's going to hit everybody. We're just going to start killing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And then the ult here will take the safeguard off as well. So not the most efficient because, you know, small team problems, small wallet problems as well. But honestly, They didn't do too bad. I will take that. They did a lot better, because if before the buffs, we would have gotten deleted there by Super Scroll. So I'll take it. Let's get in the next room. All right, coming into room number 5, we've got a bunch of mutants. We got Omega Red, Phoenix Force, Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan, Dokken. I'm going to use Immortal, stop the turn meter, and hopefully get a permanent kill on the people that matter. So let's see how it ends up working. They also don't have a protector in here, which made me want to use Phoenix Force even more to stop that turn meter on spawn from Omega Red Phoenix Force if they don't have a protector on the team. So that made me want to do this more. I really don't know what the Dokken's there for. I guess if you brought a team that goes into stealth a bunch was going to be a thing, but I'm not sure, honestly. It was an interesting choice. All right. So that's fine there. Then we're going to get the stun on Nightcrawler to make sure he doesn't do anything, and he's the only one I could stun as well. We're going to start getting some damage on Omega Red Phoenix Force here because he is the biggest. He also has safeguard and defense up, so we want to make sure we're doing the most amount of damage to him so that we have a good possibility, a good chance of the Storm ultimate actually getting a permanent kill. A really unfortunate ability block there on Storm from Phoenix, which that's a 20% chance of that happening. So that's really cool. Let's get the clump here. We no longer have the permanent kill because Storm's ability blocks, so that's really, really unfortunate. We will get a nice rewind here on everybody, so that's good. And I guess we'll just keep going from here. Counterattack stops that. Cool. Omega Red's going now, but he's not going to special, which is just fine by me. All right. Again, Storm does not have the ult here. This would actually be perfect because we would have the permanent kill here. So this is really, really unfortunate. Let's go here. The good news is, though, I think Jean Grey ult is a permanent kill. Yeah, enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived, so this might actually do exactly what I need it to. So hopefully Jean Grey kills both people here, and she killed Dokken as well, so that's great. So we do have the permanent kill. Let's clear some stuff off here. Awesome. Phoenix is not going to special because of Immortal X-Men, which is great. I do probably want to work on Nightcrawler here a little bit and get to some turns before I let Phoenix do her thing, because Phoenix in Dark Phoenix mode is probably going to do some good damage to me, and I don't want that to happen. Let's basic again and save the big ult for when it's important. Okay, she's gone. She's going to special, probably kill some people, but I have the revives, and we should be good from here. Now, we saved the nuke for defense down and her. Let's get some healing here, get the assists out there. We'll also get an ability block and a turn meter rewind, and you're gone. So that actually worked pretty well, even with a really bad RNG ability block on Storm. I'm shocked that went as well as it did, so I'll take it. Let's get in the next room. All right, we've got Hunting Sense, room 1, Astral, going into the Retaliate room. It's been called like the Wanda's Revenge room, I guess, because Wanda just retaliates a bunch. We have Morgan Le Fay in here as well, so she's going to do some things with Mystics. We also have her giving Safeguard and extra resistances to Scarlet Witch. So that's a thing as well. So we're going to see what ends up happening here. Morgan Le Fay obviously ults turn 1, so we're going to see who it gets a rewind on and all that kind of stuff. So it got a rewind on a couple people, but not everybody. But it's honestly fine that they take a bunch of turns because the counterattacks from Ancient One do a lot of damage, and they also give me ability energy. So I'm going to end up being able to do some pretty great things here pretty quickly. And as long as Shadow King doesn't get ability blocked, it really does not matter. We're going to get a big ult here because it's going to get a nice heal on us. It's also going to put defense down on everybody on that side, so that's going to be real nice to have. And then we're going to start getting turn meter on Shadow King because of the way his kit works. I think flip all positive effects into negative effects. Isn't this reduce the duration of all negative effects on each ally by 2? So let's do the ultimate here because that clears all positive effects and clears 2 negative effects on my team, which that just did a lot. Awesome. And it's a heal as well, so that does a lot of good stuff for me. Cool. We have another Wanda coming out, so we're going to do the ult here on Quicksilver, get some good damage on him, and he's a goner. Later, Chief. And then we're going to get a... This is not unavoidable. Nope. I'm going to special here instead because that's not unavoidable. So I can't get a stun, but I will get a nice special out there. And then we'll get another special from Doctor Strange here momentarily, and that'll do a lot of damage and some percent max health damage as well. Yep, and then the basic percent health max damage, and the assist almost kills Scarlet Witch, but it does not. But I think this heals me up a little bit with Drain. It does. Awesome. Pretty much everybody at full health. Let's do another fight. That was nice. All right, coming in to room number 2, he's got Mephisto with Spider Society. So I'm going to use Night Stalkers with Mephisto. So we're going to do Exhaust against Exhaust, so it's even playing field. And then I've just got new stats to overpower their old stats. So it should be pretty good as long as I don't let their Mephisto get to his ultimate. It should be fine, but I don't know. You never know how things can go. As you saw with room 6, Vulture was obviously a bad idea there, but we were able to figure it out, so that's okay. So let's see what ends up happening here. We're going to do the ultimate to do Exhaust out there on everybody, so the damage is much less. And then we're probably just going to go all in on Mephisto, honestly, and get some max health down on him so he can die a little bit quicker. We have Noir ulting, which is just fine. He gets turn meter, obviously. We got the Mephisto special now, so now I have Taunt on all the heroes, which is everybody, obviously. I'm going to do the ult on Peter B here, because Peter B is next to Mephisto. Also, Peter B almost got one shot there, which is pretty interesting. He's probably going to be dead relatively quickly here. And by relatively quickly, I mean, I think right now, because of the Agatha multiple hits to go through Death Proof, and then the ping, and then the Raider hits. So yeah, he's a goner. Let's do an ult here and hit into the Penny, because Penny can cause problems as well. I really don't like her. She's going to special here, which is going to flip some negative effects, but they have trauma, so it's not going to flip too much. Noir did not have trauma, though. I think he got to a turn and dropped the trauma pretty quickly. But we'll just keep doing AoE attacks here to take out pretty much everybody, and Penny's going to get low here. Awesome. We have Ghost Spiders, who's really low too, has some death proofs. What I'm going to do here is I'll rebound chain between the two here and get through the death proofs, so they're both going to be dead, so we don't have to worry about Penny using her ultimate. Awesome. Mephisto is going to ult, which is going to reduce some max health, but I have a lot of barriers, so that's not going to change too much. And then I still have my Mephisto ult coming next, so we should be good. All right, big damage there from good old Blade there, and then we got some big damage coming here. Let's do the basic to remove some positive effects. Never mind, that didn't do any positive effect removals. Does the special do any positive effect removals? Clear all negative effects from allies. Cool. Oh, I guess that was Night Stalker's allies, and I missed that line in his kit. Whoops-a-daisy. But we should be able to get to ult here, and then it should be almost over once we ult with Mephisto. So I'll take it, a one-shot. We did drop one fight in room number 6, which is a little unfortunate because we would have one-shot everything, but that's okay. Let's see how my opponent did. All right, 49,765. Let's see how my opponent did. And he struggled. So 48,961. I'm curious to see where he ended up struggling. So let's get into the results here. On defense, my opponent did use Immortal X-Men into room 1, which is the Sus, Dorm, Doom, and 2-piece Absolute, which is kind of my thought process here. It's just this is a bait into getting him to use a big team here, which is like Cabal or Immortal, obviously. So I'll take this. This is a bait room. I really, really like that. Room number 2. It's Spider Society. He just used SD with some extra characters with Rogue and Gambit. It wasn't the best efficiency, though, so I'll take it. I just have full secret Spider Society in here, so it is what it is. Room number 3, he has Illuminati on offense, so he Illuminati'd my Kahori with Annihilators and Zugs. Still not the most efficient for an Apex team to go on offense, so an 8359, so not the best efficiency there. Room number 4, use Night Stalkers with Dorm going against the Retaliate room. He also has G20 on Blade there, so what an animal. Love to see that. Interesting. And then room number 5, dropped a fight with APOC Cabal Kang, which I know everybody has been saying, oh, APOC Cabal Kang will absolutely destroy this room every time. It's not a for sure thing. It's really not, and this is what can happen. So now, and then he came in with a absolute cleanup with Ares to stop the safeguard, obviously. And then room number 6 is where some problems came in. So Starjammers still not doing well, especially in room 6. I ended up moving them in room 6 because if HAVOC is trying to stop the pre-taunt, guess what? He ability blocks his entire team. So then they don't do anything after that. Then he tried to come in with like a superior 6 because Captain Britain was dead. So superior 6 with Vulture. And Echo to stop the assist, and then Shadow King for damage. Did not work, got it down to Odin, and then used New Warriors for the clean up. So the fact that Starjammers couldn't one-shot this immediately gave me a win there. I would have won on efficiency as well, even if that was his only drop fight. So I will take it 1-0, getting back from that terrible 0-3 performance from last week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are still enjoying Cosmic Crucible, but guess what? This is the last week, so we get new rules starting next week. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.